Hello, everyone. Welcome to Eight Letters Live, where we feature books by upcoming indie authors. Now, for this afternoon, we're featuring a kilig-inducing story. We'll know more about that later. I had to hold my microphone. Hold on. Okay, that's more like it. Again, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Eight Letters Live. Today, we are featuring a colleague-inducing story by a very, very young writer. And later on, she'll be with us and she'll talk more about her characters. Okay, I really like that for this afternoon we have we're veering away from the usual hashtags, but usually it's just hashtag eight letters books, hashtag whatever the title is. But now, because I really found the characters endearing and also interesting to read about, that's why I included them in our hashtags. Zelia. I'm not sure how that is pronounced, Zelia or Zelia for Timothy, and we'll see what happens to these two. Okay, now to introduce our author, okay, she goes by the pen name Amarispilia. Okay, I think it's Amarispilia, and but her real name is Beatrice Geronimo. Now she is a young Filipino aspiring writer, and she just finished high school with a strand in ABM, and she's currently pursuing college. And she uses her pen name Amarispilia as her, whenever she writes puff, cliche or light stories and also heavy stories about love and life. And she also has two other pen names, I think, for a different genre, because she writes for fantasy, and she also writes dark themed stories. And you can find her stories in Wattpad. So later, after the tete-a-tete, okay, after the interview, we'll ask for Amarispilia or for Beatrice's Wattpad account, so we can follow her, and also her social media handles. Now, enough of my introduction. Let's welcome Beatrice or Amarispilia. Hi.
Hello po. Hello po, Miss Lee.
Hi. Hello.
Thank you
Good
po for having me.
afternoon. I like your name. Did I pronounce it right? Is it Amarispilia?
It's ano po, Amares Pelia. May meaning po kasi
Ayon.
doon.
Amarispelia. Pwede ba ibigay yung meaning or secret yon? Medyo secret. Medyo personal.
Yung ano po, it consists of two words po, amare
Mhm.
and then spe. Amare stands for hope and then spe for love in Latin. And then yung Lia po is derived from my name lang po, Julia, Beatrice Julia. Yun lang
Ay,
po.
very, very nice. Nakakatuwa, no? Because, di ba yung mga names na ganyan, even if they're like, it's such a unique pen name. Right. But yung may kwento na, there's a backstory, there's a kwento in the names that we use. And of course, lumilito yung pagka-writer mo, no? Yung amalgamation of words, like may Latin pa pala, no? Yung mga roots, ganyan. Nakakatuwa. Really, really
Maganda lang
smart.
po.
Yeah, and no one has that name. Ikaw lang ang meron yan. So, Amares Pelia. Did I say it correctly? Okay, I'm going to spell it. Okay, but for today, I'll call you Beatrice. Okay, so Beatrice, tell us more about your book. My Promise to You. Is this your first ever published novel, or did you have other published books before?
Actually po, 'di ba po, I started writing at 7 years old po. That time hindi ko pa po talaga alam yung ginagawa ko. Parang na-enjoy ko lang po siya kasi po na-influensyahan po ako ng sister ko. And then so during that time, paudlot-udlot po yung pagsusulat ko. And then I think nakagawa po ako ng around 15 drafts. But ang natapos ko lang po talaga is etong story na to. So, yun po.
Mm. As they say, di ba, better that you have started something kesa totally you haven't written anything. So that's a start. 15 drafts is a start. All of us have our, works in progress. Now, what made you like finish the story? I mean, you had 15 drafts. So bakit out of 15, itong My Promise to You yung talagang kinumpleto mo na and you said you decided na, sige, let's publish it at 8 letters.
Ano po, actually din po, hindi ko din po alam kung ano po yung nag-drive sa akin to finish this story kasi
Mm.
way before pa po, nag-i-start na nga po ako ng mga drafts and then hindi ko po talaga siya natatapos for some reason. Siguro po kasi nung sinulat ko po yung draft ng My Promise to You, ano po yun, around the pandemic. So, nakulong po talaga ako sa bahay kaya ayun po siguro nagkaroon po ako ng time para matapos po yung pinaka.
Ang dami ko nang nakausap, Beatrice, na people finishing their books during the pandemic. So really, the pandemic's it's a, I would say it's a time na ginamit ng tao very wisely. I mean, of course, everybody's cooped up at home. So parang yung mga writers natin dyan, o sige, para hindi sayang ang oras or andito lahat nung spark of creativity, gamitin na natin. No? And you're one of these people, di ba? Now, let's talk about the book itself, the story. No? Sino ba sina Zelia or Zelia? Who is Zelia and who is
Then,
Timothy? And yeah, paano umiikot sa kanila yung istorya mo?
so ano po, si Zelia po, Zelia Faye Abiero, siya po yung pinaka-main protagonist ng story. Yung 99% po ng libro is her POV. Zelia is
Mhm.
like a simple girl who loves K-drama. Sa kanya po nag-start yung pinaka-premiere wherein she logged in on Omegle, para yung site po kung saan pwede ka pong makipag-usap sa mga strangers. And there, for some reason, miraculously, na-meet niya po yung crush niya. So, yun po yung pinaka-premiere ng My Promise to You.
Mhm.
Si
Let's
Timothy
talk
naman
about the crush. Ayan.
Si Timothy naman po, Timothy Vern sa Maniego. Actually, hindi ko din po alam po saan nanggaling siya. Kasi ang originally lang po, ang pinaka-thought lang po nun, what if na-meet ko yung crush ko sa Omegle.
Mhm.
So, meron na po akong girl na bida, but yung boy na bida, wala pa po akong idea sa character niya. And then, siguro po, out of dream na lang po na nagawa ko si Timothy. Timothy is, parang, paano po ba siya? Friendly and
Mhm.
smart boy na magaling makipag-socialize. Ganun po yung pinaka-character.
Can you describe to us like ano yung parang main theme or main dynamic ni Zelia and Timothy? For example, anong trope? Parang they can't be best friends kasi they just met Omegle, di ba? But parang away bati ba sila? Aso't pusa? May ganun ba element to? Or wala naman? Anong klaseng relationship ang pwede nating abangan o makita sa novel mo?
Wait po, teka, isipan ko po. Siguro po kasi, ang pinaka-dynamic po kasi nila is, from buong high school po nila, magkakilala sila.
Mhm.
Kumbaga, batchmates, ganyan. Pero hindi po sila close. But then, si Zelia po, matagal niya na pong crush si Timothy. Pero, hindi niya po kayang parang lapitan si Timothy kasi naiya po siya, ganun po yung personality niya. So, then, yun nga po nangyari. And nung grade 11 po nila, accidentally nag-meet po sila sa Omegle. Which is, hindi po nila alam na, hindi po alam ni Timothy na ang kausap niya is si Zelia. Nakaklase niya. Ang alam niya lang po is, ang kausap niya is yung anonymous love advisor niya. So, parang, yun po yung naging main hook, which is, anonymous po yung pagkakakilala ni Timothy kay Zelia. At the same time, kilala niya po si Zelia. So, parang nagiging push and pull po yung interactions nila in real life. And at the same time, dun po sa online chats nila.
We love that. We love that push and pull. We love the tension. Okay? So, ngayon pala na-imagine ko na, wow, ano to no? Sweet. May banter ba? May mga banter ba sila o wala naman? Pero gusto natin yan eh. Gusto natin yung mga, ano tawag dito? Secret admirer, di ba? Yung
Opo.
mga, sa ano lang, sa parang ina-admire or kinikilig ka, pero hindi mo pwedeng, you can't show it. You can't like 100% celebrate it kasi may tinatago kang sikreto, ano. Bakit mo naisip yung ganitong klase ng, yun nga, dynamic, ano, na may ano, merong magtatago sa ah, pagiging anonymous love advisor, yung mga ganun. Meron ba deeper meaning ito na nahihiya ba si Zelia? May mga insecurity ba
Opo,
siya?
opo, yun po yung parang, kasi si Zelia po, personally, inspired po siya sa akin. Medyo
Mhm.
mahihain po talaga ako in real life and more likely talagang if ever mamimit niyo po ako, anonymously po yan. So, siguro po yung part na nagtatago po si Zelia, yung pinaka, yun nga po naging dynamic nila kasi si Timothy, siya po yung parang confident guy na magaling
Mhm.
makipag-socialize. Habang si Zelia, introvert na k-drama lang po yung ginagawa buong buhay. So, nung nag-meet po sila, kumbaga parang nagiging con- compliment po nila yung isa't isa or parang nagka-crush din po at the same time yung personality nila kasi mag-iiba po sila ng way ng pag-handle ng mga bagay. So, ganun.
Mhm. And opposites attract, 'di ba? Yun yung maganda doon na hindi siya like all, paano ba? Parang not all sweet, pero there's also kilig in the banter, there's kilig in the tension, in the
Seryoso po kasi
conflict.
sila madalas.
Yeah, oo. Nakakatawa naman. Okay, now, punta tayo dun sa proseso mo ng pagsusulat before I ask you to read an excerpt, no? Um, Sabi mo, ginawa mo to nung pandemic, but did you like have this in mind? Did something inspire you or although si Zelia is inspired by you, di ba? But did the story was the story inspired by something else or like an event in your life, an experience? And then how did you start um conceptualizing or how did you start like writing the first chapter? Ganon. Anong mga nag-struggle mo?
Sa ano po, siguro let's start po dun sa story kung paano po nabuo yung idea ko na
Mhm.
ano po yun, there was a time in our school wherein Omegle was so popular po. Like, grade 9 po ata ko noon. Lahat po ng mga batchmates ko, for some reason, nag-Omegle po sila and then naghahanapan po kami doon. So bilang, for fun, sumali po kami ng mga kaibigan ko. And naghahanapan po kami doon. Doon lang po, nung nahanap ko po yung kaibigan ko, nag-meet kami, kahit na stranger site po yun, sabi ko, ay, doon po nakuha yung idea. Like, what if ma-meet ko pala yung crush ko dito? So, doon po nag-start yung pinaka-gist ng story. And then, yun, 2 taon po siyang gumugulo sa buhay ko hanggang sa finally nag-pandemic na ako. And then I just find myself scribbling the first conversation on Omegle. Actually, dapat po one-shot lang po siya. One-shot story lang po siya. But then, after ko po ma-finish yung one-shot na convo nila, nung gabi pong yun, talagang binabagabak po ako ng story. Sabi ko, gusto ko silang magkatuluyan. Gusto ko may mangyari sa buhay nila. So, po hanggang sa tuloy-tuloy na po, chapter 1, chapter 2, hanggang sa matapos ko nga po yung story. Yun po, ganun po.
Mhm. Mhm. Hanggang sa yun yan,
Pero
nabuo
hindi,
na siya nun as a novel.
pero hindi rin po
Nagkaroon ka
ganun
ba ng
kadali.
struggles?
Opo, yes po. Kasi po, ano lang po ako nun eh, that time po, hindi ko pa po talaga nabubuo sa isip ko na gusto ko pong maging writer. Parang, I just
Mhm.
write because of instinct kasi gusto kong magsulat. Gusto kong may
Right. Mhm.
paglagyan ng mga imaginations ko, parang ganun po. So, totally, wala po akong alam kung paano po magta-transition ng mga scenes, kung paano po dapat yung
Mhm.
dialogues, tamang marks po, ganun yun po. So, nahihirapan po ako doon and sa tuwing tumitingin po ako sa blank space, every chapter na dapat kong simulan, sabi ko, alam ko po yung gusto kong isulat, but hindi ko po alam kung paano siya sisimulan. But then, ayun po, siguro, pinush ko po ng pinush hanggang sa nandito na nga po ako sa 8 letters po. Thank you po for noticing my story. Thank you po.
Thank you din. Thank you din, no? Kung wala namang writer, paano kami paano mabubuo yung publishing, di ba? So, thank you so much also for sharing your story with us, no? The fact na na-publish siya, ibig sabihin, may potential yung story mo. It can grow. No? It can expand. It can grow into other stories. No? It can give birth to other stories. Natuwa nga ako. I gave a comment there na may story sa Omegle ba? How do you pronounce this? Omegle?
Omegle po.
Ayan. I'm very tita kasi ang alam ko lang ang Instagram and Facebook, no? And probably Friendster when you were, I don't know, you weren't born then at the time. So, so yung Omegle, I haven't seen a manuscript yet. I'm not sure with the other manuscripts, but I haven't seen a manuscript that used Omegle as a platform. Maybe Yahoo Messenger, that's the usual, diba? Or Tinder, or Grindr, whatever. Pero yung Omegle, first time ko to. Nakikita ko na to sa mga ano sa vloggers. One vlogger pa lang yung natandaan ko na gumamit niya. And now here you are with your novel. Pinili mo ito. So I think, I'm not sure, I cannot claim, but at least in my experience, in the books that I've read, yours is the first novel na gumamit nito. So, alam mo yun, parang very, very nice, you know, na ganun ka ka-adventurous. And yung, how should I say this? Parang pinupukaw mo din yung curiosity namin. Like ako, I am not in Omegle. I don't plan to be in Omegle, but you're piquing my curiosity. Ano to? And how can you meet your crush? Yeah. And I like also the way you said, what if you meet your crush there? Of all places, di ba? Yeah. Ayan. Tingnan muna natin yung mga comments. Interesting and plot. And sabi ni Monriz, you know what to write but don't know how to write. True, true. How did you handle that, by the way? How did you, how did you put the pieces together? Sabi mo nga, ang hirap or parang pinush mo yung sarili mo. What else did you do? Like, did you have mentors? And si Emerald Blake, no? Did you join a webinar or a contest maybe? Did you read a lot of books para, oh, this is how I can probably write a novel, ganyan?
Ano po, siguro po ang isa sa mga naging way ko po is imagining myself in that situation kung if ever po na if ever po na ganito po yung sitwasyon, ano po kaya yung magiging reaction ng characters? Or, and then nag-iisip din po ako ng parang mga outside factors wherein magkakos din po siya ng progress sa story. Like for example, yun po, yung school competition wherein
Right.
yung brother po ni Zelia is na-accept dun sa same team with the male lead, Timothy. And then ngayon, kailangan niya na pong hintayin yung kapatid niya every after school. Eh, ano pong gagawin niya? Eh, di ba nga nagtatago nga po siya kay Timothy. Eh, di lalo po siyang napalapit yun po. Parang gumagawa po ako ng ways kung saan may isusulat po ako ganun.
At mahirap gawin yun. Mahirap gawin yung, well, sometimes you just have to write well, tama naman may subplots, no? And siguro the hard part there is how you can connect the subplots and how you make each subplot as interesting as the main plot. Okay. Sige. Our next segment is you reading an excerpt from your book.
Yes. Wait lang po. Pwede po excuse lang po sila. Yung aso ko
Yeah.
kasi hindi makapahinga.
Okay. Oo, kawawa naman yung dog. Anyway, sige, habang wala pa siya. Okay, habang wala pa siya, tayo muna. Okay, now, my promise to you is available at 8 letters for 480 pesos. So, mamaya, in a bit, okay, Beatrice or Amaris Pelia will be reading an excerpt of the novel para mas lalo tayong ma-curious kung sino ba si Zelia and sino ba si Timothy at kung paano kayo makakamit ng crush or paano kayo magka-love life sa Omegle. Baka mamaya after this, lahat kayo ay mag-Omegle na. Here's a comment from Anne. Ang galing ngayon, di ba? Iba yung brains ng kabataan ngayon. I don't mean negative. I don't mean that negatively. I mean that in a positive way. They're really, they have a lot of crazy ideas now. Ayun. May revelation pala, sabi ni Coach Emerald, she's from Section 4 of Free
Thank you po,
Workshop
sir.
Series. Yan. Keep shining. Keep sharing, Coach Emerald. Ang dami-dami ko na na-interview na galing sa workshops mo. Mga na mentee na. Na mentor mo na. Okay, ready? Ready to share us your excerpt? I'm going to put you in the spotlight.
Wait po. Bagal po ng phone ko. Wait lang po.
It's okay.
Ang excerpt po na babasahin ko is from chapter 21. Ito na po yung parang pinaka moment of truth ni Zelia kasi po nag-decide po siyang magpapakilala na po siya kay Timothy. Ito po. So, huminga ako ng malalim. I forget everything and just follow whatever will happen. This is it. Bahala na. Naglakad ako palapit sa kanya. May iba ding dumadaan pero hindi ko na pinansin yun. Nakatalikod siya kaya hindi niya ako nakikita. I stop when I am 1 meter away from him. Ang kanyang matangkad na likod at nakasbit na itim na baglang ang nakikita ko. Nakatapat pa rin ang kanyang phone sa tenga kahit na walang nagsasalita sa akin. He's just patiently waiting. Ako ay nasa likod niya pa rin, kabang-kaba. I took a deep breath. I slightly tugged on his pants to get his attention. Napansin niya agad yon kaya lumingon siya sa kanyang likod. Nagtama agad ang paningin namin, yumuko agad ako para iwasan niyo. I don't know why tears suddenly formed in my eyes. I have imagined this for years. Yung makakaharap ko siya at sasabihin ng nararamdaman ko, I never had the courage to do so. Lagi akong pinangungunahan ng takot at kaba. I'm not a stranger to him but I felt like one for years. Pero ayos lang naman yon. I was fine by adoring him from the sides. Dito lang taon ako pinalad na magkaroon ng interaction sa kanya. I was even luckier that I've gotten closer to him than I ever imagined. Kahit pa sa text at social media lang. Kahit ba hindi niya alam kung sino ako. We have met on Omegle and communicated first because of some circumstances. But we've come a long way. My feelings even changed. Mas lumalim pa. Now, I will face everything. Siya at ang nararamdaman ko. Yun po, yung pinaka-excerpt. Yun po yung napili kong excerpt kasi po, I think it's a turning point po both in Zelia's character and in their relationship kasi nga po, di ba, ever since po, parang sa sobrang hiya at pagka-introvert niya po, k-drama lang po yung hinaharap niya, yung mga bagay na dapat hinaharap niya po na ibang factors. Nilalayuan niya po yun, pinagtataguan niya. But then, this time, finally, hinarap niya na po yun. Hinarap niya na po si Timothy. So, nagkaroon po ng progress sa character ni Zelia and at the same time, nagkakilala na po sila ni Timothy. Yun po.
That's good, no? That's good that aware ka din dun sa number one, your characters don't have to be perfect, and number two, that characters should have a development, at least for the hero wings, di ba? Meron naman tayong mga characters na static. Pero yung, syempre maganda nakikita natin, yun nga, may progress sila. So from being an introvert, si Zelia nagbo-bloom din pala. No? And she learns something from the experience. And,
Yes.
it will help her shine, di ba? There's something to be learned from your novel. Ano yung pwede mong ibigay na advice, no, sa mga dalawang klase ng grupo 'tong babanggitin ko. Number one, readers mo na you think are like Zelia or can relate to Zelia. And number two, sa mga aspiring writers na yung iba ay hindi pa nakakapag-publish, nag-Wattpad or never started anything kahit Wattpad wala.
Siguro po yung ma-advise po, hindi naman po sa sobrang wisdomful ako. Sa mga katulad po ni Zelia na meron parang medyo pinanghihinaan ng loob, kumbaga mababa po yung confidence sa sarili. Personally, ganun din po ako. So, but then, actually, before this, buong maghapon po akong kabang-kaba, parang sasabog po yung puso ko kasi hindi po talaga ako sanay humarap sa maraming tao. But then, I'm here, getting out of my comfort zone to share my story and to share my book. Yun po siguro. Have courage lang po. Go with the flow po siguro ng life. Ganun po. And then, sa mga aspiring writers din naman po na katulad ko, lagi ko pong, pinakamoto ko po kasi sa writing is, I write for yourself. Ganun po. Kumbaga, pag po kasi, if you write for yourself, hindi mo po masyadong iisipin yung ibang tao. Like, yung nagbabasa ba ng libro ko? Nagagandahan po ba yung libro, yung iba sa libro ko? Pangit ba? You just write because you want it. You do it for yourself. You write to express yourself. Parang ganun po. Siguro, just write and write and write. Yun po sa mga aspiring writers.
Just write and don't think about the naysayers. Don't think about. Of course, it's good to listen to critique and
Yes, that is true
learn
po.
from the critique. But sometimes overthinking, diba? Overthinking about what
Opo.
people will say about your story can cripple you, no? Mas lalo kang wala na isusulat. So, di ba, for starters, just keep on writing. Ayan, meron tayong approval ni Coach Emerald yun, no? Si
Thank you po, Miss
Anne, si
Ed.
Anne, may question siya, no? Aside from this story, may aabangan pa ba daw sila? So, translation, ito ba ay may second book or baka may ibang story ka naman?
Ay, yes po actually, marami po yung kasunod. Kumbaga, hindi po siya series, but then, iisa po yung universe ng mga characters. Like, for example
Mm.
po, yung brother po ni Zelia, which is si Zen, magkakaroon po siya ng story with another new character na ongoing po sa Wattpad.
That's nice. Para may spin-off. Ayan. Yan yung, hindi ko masasabi pinagbabawal. Yan ay technique. Yan ay isang technique na para, di ba, yung mga nahihirapan na mag-isip ng plot, ng story. Actually, one of the things that can help you create a lot of books is create a universe. Diba? Tapos,
Yes.
from the universe, kuha ka ng isang character or two, tapos sila naman yung focus ng next book. Okay. Pinagbabawal na technique. But that's how you'll be able to publish a lot of books. Beatrice, I really enjoyed our session, our interview today, this afternoon. Thank you so much for
Thank you
your
din.
words of wisdom. Yeah. I learned a lot. I'm really curious about Omegle. Mamaya i-google ko na yung kung ano yung Omegle na yan. Again, tingnan natin kung sa susunod, baka si Amaris Spelia makapag-publish siya ng non-fic, tapos na nakalagay, How to Meet Your Crush on Omegle. Okay. Maraming pwedeng
Sana nga po.
puntahan yung kanyang novel, di ba? Maraming spin-off yung novel niya. Okay, your book is for 480 pesos, right? And we can find it in 8 letters. Next is, where can we find you naman? Like, what are your social media handles, your pages, and your Wattpad account? Sige, let's try to write that in the comment section.
Ano po? Ang Wattpad account ko po is small letters all, Amares Pelia, tapos parang yung underline po, ang tawag doon, Amares Pelia, yung underline po sa baba, and
Underscore.
then
Yeah.
WP.
WP, okay. This is for Wattpad. And how about do you have an author page?
Wala po. Ano po, FB page ko lang po and Twitter account lang po.
Okay, what's your
Twitter account po,
FB? Oh, Twitter. Okay. What's your Twitter?
small letters lang din po, Trinity Vanya. Yun po yung username ko. Trinity
Ay,
Vanya is
sorry.
the name of
Timothy.
Trinity
Timothy?
Vanya po.
Trinity. Sorry. Ayan, tingnan mo,
Vanya.
tumatak na sa akin si Timothy.
Yung
Trinity
kapatid po ni
Vanya?
Timothy. Opo.
Is it Vania?
Vanya. Si
Ay,
Vanya.
VA. Ikaw na lang
And,
mag-type. Sorry, very tita.
opo.
Okay. Ayan.
Pero
But here
makaya
is
po
her Wattpad account is Amarispelia underscore WP. So if you want to read more of her works there. Yeah. And then, ayun. Teka, let me just shoot her Twitter. Okay, just in case you want to follow her on Twitter, it is okay, Vanya. Parang Das Vidanya. Russian. Okay.
Yan po yung kapatid ni Timothy sa stories. Yan po yung
Oh. Meron kang parang tawag dito. That's you. Okay.
opo.
Alright. Trinity Vanya for Twitter. Okay, so follow her for more stories. If you want to connect with Beatrice, Geronimo / Amarispelia, like get to know more about her and what stories she writes, you can follow her on these accounts. And of course, don't forget to share this video. Use the hashtags Zelia for Timothy, and also my promise to you. And don't forget to support Beatrice and get a copy of her book, My Promise to You, at from 8 letters. Okay, you can get it from our bookstore, from our Shopee. It's only 480 pesos. Okay, so order now. Okay, thank you so much, Beatrice.
Thank you
Thank
po.
you, and I hope to see you
Thank you,
again. I hope to see
Miss.
you
Thank you for the
again.
gift, of course.
Okay, bye everyone. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.